Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back at it again, another day. So as you can see, they in the middle of a trade right here, and actually it was 3 lots that I placed on it, so it hit one of the stop orders right here. You know what, let me not be greedy, let me put this thing down here, although I think ultimately it's gonna go up. Let me leave it, I think it's ultimately gonna go. But with regards to our, as I said before, we have to learn to be patient, and even though I knew that you know that this thing is still heading up, you know, because it's a bullish trend. Last night you knew the breakout it was pending, because if you watch the last video, so where the candlesticks were tightly packed, and all the signs were there that there's a breakout that was pending. However, I went into the market into the buying signal too early, and of course I got stopped out. I think I got stopped out. It was for $270, right? Got stopped out for $270. Went into a trade as well, which the indicators it correct. It was just a little thing, but trust me, that's nothing to get into. I didn't feel comfortable, although ultimately it went my direction. It was just small bearish, but really you don't want to trade against the direction of the market, right? So it's best to stay with the market, all right? Yeah, just close it out. $20, just close it out, call it a day, and as watching the market about 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, went back to bed. I'm trying to get to work. I've left for work as yet. We're gonna get ready after this. Nonetheless, when we looked at this, saw this happen, right? Still didn't panic. Why didn't panic? Because listen, we know that the market is gonna retrace, right? And it's gonna head back up. So, get the opportunity to get in there. Trust me, if you are trading right here, I think potentially you would have to maybe set a place a buy order. It's an order to buy right, somewhere there. But trust me, I based on my experience, I really don't like that. Generally when you have these large movements, if you can see the wicks like that, it means also that it's moving up and down. So it will move one way, go the other way, slashing up and down very quickly. So you might have a situation where you place the order, you hit out your stop loss. Okay? Place this thing a little bit down. Don't be greedy with these things. Let me just close this thing. So, right. So ultimately, I know that the market moves in waves, so I get a chance on the second movement. Because trust me, if you're here, you have to know what you're doing. right? When you're here, because it's moving violently, moving fast and violently, right? But again, as I said before, I'm quite aware that you're gonna have another. It's gonna retrace itself, come back, right? And then it's gonna retrace itself. So, as you know, I didn't panic and you just relax, right? And maybe I don't know if that is how I should approach it, because sometimes the breakouts are gentle, and you know, in that at that point in time you have a lot more, to me, more control, and you know, it's not, the market's not moving so fast. But when it's a situation where the candlesticks, as I said, so large, one candlestick is so large. Listen to me, if you place a stop order, it can hit out that stop order, but still move in the direction that you think it's going in, right? You know, so it is what it is. Again, as I said, I didn't panic. Yeah, I missed it, but hey, you know, based on experience, you know the market is gonna retrace itself, right? So, to get into the market, again, you know, as watching my indicators to see how early it would allow me to get into the market here, right? And ultimately, you know, you have to wait, and I think the longer you wait for the indicator to give it a go ahead, the better it is, because it cuts out all of this noise right here, slashing and, you know, carnage, if you call it, right? And so you will, you know, be more likely you will hit out your stops, depending on how far you're setting your stops, because you know the market is moving. But if you watch the indicator here, then more than likely it's gonna go in your direction, right? This thing will probably go up, but hey, as I said before, it isn't yours until you lock it in, right? So ultimately, as we can see, it's just testing all the levels, right? Here, it's right here now, and so next level is here, and ultimately it might very well go right up here. It's going right nicely right along this line, right? So at least we can identify some sort of pattern, right? But it's basically testing the different lines of resistance, right? So yeah, I mean, I could have drawn one here, but trust me, the chart is just gonna be looking messy, but you know it's there, right? And if you look at every point, that is basically what it's doing. Alright. So the lesson that I would say I've learned though is that the bigger the time frame, based on the breakout or the reversal, then obviously the bigger the movement will be, because initially I was thinking that even though the reversal happened on the was showing on the larger time frame, and saying that, listen, you know, it's not going to be much, but you know, that's a lesson to learn. Theoretically, one could have said, oh, you'd have open your position for bullish movement right here, and then hold all the way up here. But guess what? The market never operates like how we want it to operate. You could have been doing this and still, you know, end up at this point, right? So that is the reason it's always best to take your profit. Obviously, you know, it could be a situation where you allow it to run, you move your stop loss up to keep locking in a profit, and you know, based on the pattern that you're seeing, right? So that can work as well, right? Because I mean, let's face it, each time you go in the market, it's more risk, right? Because you have a a stop loss that can get stopped out, versus you entered it once, allowing it to run, and then you just keep moving up your stop. Obviously, you'd have to have it a respective distance because you don't want it to hit it out, but you know, that's another way of looking at it. But again, with the experience, we'll figure this thing out. What I think I'm gonna do, I'm probably going to revert to a 1-to-1 ratio for my personal trading purposes. Seeing that soon, I want to open an account, but it's not going to be a large amount, and ultimately I believe that if you can grow that amount, then you're good to go, right? So this thing is moving. So that's it, as I say. The other thing that I've observed, there are times when it seems that you have an opportunity to trade, but the best times really is either 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time going on to 3, 4, 5, and then again, like Eastern Standard Time again, 8:30 going up, they're about, right? 8 o'clock, 7, 8 going up. At that time, when you look on the banking hours, that time you see that you have the activity, the volume is very high, so the market is very liquid, lot of moving. And so what I'm trying to see, which I've noticed with myself as well, and something I will have to change, is that it doesn't make sense you're trying to get in some of these ticky-tacky trades like at 7 o'clock. You're not having a lot of movement, so trust me, there's always, so you'll get that opportunity during the days at the times indicated. After 11 o'clock, you really want to get into a trade. I mean, obviously everything is dependent on what's happening in the market, because sometimes you do have breakouts at say 7 Eastern Standard Time when the banking hours at that time overlap, so you have a little volume, but not much, right? So best time to trade in terms of you get some movement at this time, so hey, let's keep looking at this thing, and let's figure it out. It's really how you enter, how can you manage your stop loss without getting stopped out, right? Locking in your profits, right? And that's really it. And always trade in the direction of the market, because I actually made that mistake, even though I know which was right here. Always trade in the direction of the market, and once your indicators are telling you otherwise, hey, get out of there, right? You'll have an opportunity to make a better trade at another time, right? And so at times, so if you look right here, the indicator will tell you that, listen, hey, get into this bearish position opening up. But when you look on your larger time frame, right? When you look on your larger time frame, what do you see? Right? You see that the market is in a trend, and it's trending up, right? The ADX is still a trend line. Trend is still very strong, right? Has reached overbought. I tend to be overbought. Tend to be here if it's going to be that high. So what are you going to do? You have to ignore all of that. So everything is conditional. So even though the indicators would have said, and persons could have maybe bought and made some money, but again, the best thing, don't trade against the market. See, you have this opportunity here. If you didn't catch this part, then you can catch the second movement, right? And so there's always an opportunity. So wait for the opportune time, and I think patience is the key. Don't try to get all of the trade. You never can get all of it, right? Wait and see what's happening, and then you can make a movement. So if you didn't get here, which is a very violent, and trust me, probably was pretty quick, right? So it's going up and coming down and all of that thing. You didn't get in there, you have gotten on this piece, right? And that's enough, right? So I mean, if we looked at it today, it would have been that's $500. This is 4. That's 9, 10, 11, 12. So that's almost $1,200, just like that, right? If you had like a 1,000 trading with $1,000, definitely I'd have made 1,200 just like that, right? Based on the trading style, lot size that I'm using. Alright, so be patient, right? As I said before, when I saw this, I was relaxed, and I missed it, fine. Alright, I mean, it's a good thing that I missed it, but you understand what is happening. Market retraced itself, bounced, and you know it's coming back, right? You have an opportunity to get in again, right? Get in, lock your profit. I mean, if you want to, you can move your stop loss, but as again, you know, if you look at what is happening, candlesticks have a lot of wicks, so it could be a situation you take your stop loss right here, came out and hit your stop loss, and you'll be out of the trade, and ultimately it's still going up and heading up. So you have to know what you're doing. With a little bit more experience, you have to know what you're doing, right? And we have to remember, lock in the profit. It's not yours until you lock it in. Always make sure you lock in your profit, whichever way, whether you're gonna close out the trade, you're moving up your stop loss, lock in your profit. So it's just on the board, but it's not in your account. Alright, so that's one of the things that we have to learn as well. Alright, so peace out, guys, and let's keep this movement. Remember to subscribe. Obviously, make sure you turn your notifications on, and of course, spread the word. Alright, so peace out, guys.